Welcome to Ask Ms. ERP. The topic of this video is cloud or on-premise. Hello everyone, Ms. ERP here. The world is definitely moving to the cloud, but when and how you decide to make that leap should be based on logical reasoning rather than just drinking the cloud Kool-Aid. Vendors marketing cloud systems will make it seem like you can just snap your fingers and poof, your application is happily running in the cloud, and it will magically stay up to date. Please always remember that complex systems like ERPs remain complex systems, wherever they might be running. As mentioned in the How to Choose an ERP video, before considering the move to cloud, it would be best to consider the value of your current on-premise ERP system. Is your vendor still actively maintaining the product by providing bug fixes and new functionality? If so, then it may be viable to stay on it for a while longer. Does your current ERP vendor offer a cloud alternative? If yes, that might be an easier first step into the cloud. If you change products, there will be a large cost in change management, so I would advise you to critically evaluate what you have before looking to a new application, wherever it resides. When a vendor tells you that they have a cloud option, make sure that you understand what type of cloud they are talking about. Please see the What is Cloud video for reference. As of this time, there are few true software as a service or SaaS ERPs, where all customers are using the same code base, which they cannot modify, and must take updates on a vendor-driven timeline. Most cloud ERPs available now are really infrastructure or platform cloud-based, where you will still have your own version of the code, albeit on someone else's infrastructure. While still in the cloud, the support and maintenance of these types of cloud ERPs is essentially the same as having it on-premise, because you must drive the timing of updates and likely can make modifications to your version of the code. With this latter type of cloud ERP, you will be shifting your data center and infrastructure costs to a cloud service cost, which may or may not provide savings. It could also help you with the fact that you will not need to have skilled infrastructure staff anymore, which may be important to you. In my experience, most companies that are moving to cloud ERPs in a logical fashion typically have one or more large business drivers to do so. For example, the ERP that they are currently on is out of date and requires an expensive upgrade. Or perhaps some significant business structure changes proposed, like a reorg, or an implementation of shared services, or a big change to the chart of accounts or legal structure. So please make sure that you have the right drivers to consider what will be likely a large impact change to your company. Another tip on this topic is to beware of the vendors marketing to you the ability to scale on a cloud system. The elasticity of cloud offerings of any kind is appealing, particularly for companies that grow or shrink on a regular basis. What I have found is that it is usually easy to scale up, as you will be spending more, but scaling down will likely be more difficult. In order for software vendors to predict their revenue, you will likely be asked to commit to a certain time period for your new cloud services, and will be enticed with incentives to buy more upfront to get a cheaper per unit cost. If you find that you have overpurchased a cloud service, then you may or may not be able to unravel this to pay less. It may require a full renegotiation. I would also advise you to be careful when comparing on-premise costs to cloud costs. On-premise infrastructure and software is usually a large upfront capital purchase, followed with an annual maintenance expense. Cloud services may or may not be able to be capitalized, and over time will likely cost more rather than less. You can compare it to leasing versus buying a car. It depends on what time period you measure your return on investment as to which is considered cheaper. You also will likely not be able to reduce support staff overall, because skills no longer required will be needed to be replaced with new skills, such as cloud service monitoring. I will have more to say on this subject in a later video. In recent studies that I have seen, cost is becoming less of an important driver to move to the cloud as companies learn these lessons. In summary, if you can justify the value to continue to use your current or even purchase a new on-premise system based on your business requirements, then that is the right decision. Likely, you will need to move to the cloud eventually, but make sure you do so when it makes business sense for your company. This concludes the cloud or on-premise topic. I have a number of ideas for topics for Ask Ms. ERP, but I'm also hoping that you will post questions that perhaps I can help answer. There is a link on askmserp.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. Thanks, and see you on the next video.